Hi there, football extremers. Welcome to another exciting installment of the show that brings you all things football. I'm your host, Kwabena, and this is Bonga and Nene. Say hi to the guests, guys.
Hello, football extremers. Welcome to the show.
Hi, football fans. Welcome to another show with my crazy friends here.
Yeah, well, speaking of crazy friends, we got crazy news for everyone. Bombshell that hit the world today, and it's Chelsea. So DJ, you got your prediction right on our last show that Chelsea fired Frank Lampard recently. So you got your wish while we were talking about the top seven, and you were saying that Frank Lampard's gonna get the sack if he doesn't turn things around. What's your reaction?
It's not a wish, it's reality. As I said, Chelsea have fired managers who've won stuff before. You won your previous season. You start the new season off badly, and Roman Abramovich just pulls the trigger. And unfortunately for Frank Lampard, his legendary status at Chelsea didn't save him as well. So that's unfortunate.
Yeah. Roberto Di Matteo was also a Chelsea legend, and he still got the sack even after the Champions League. So hey, it doesn't matter. A revolving door at Chelsea. But I don't even know why. Remember when last season when this guy got the job, and we spoke about this even before this whole show started. I said it was way too early for Lampard to be given this job because he was got exactly this. He's gonna spend less than 2 years at the job, and boom, look at it. Now he's gone. Even after a very good first season. Nene, what's your reaction to the firing of Frank Lampard?
Yeah, I think on the basis of results, then unfortunately, there's no surprise. I think it was just wishful thinking on my part to say that the guy would stay on for, for a long time just because of his legendary status, the way he loves the club, and also the funny thing is he was a player under the same owner. So that's another reason why I didn't foresee it coming so soon. But anyway, it's a results-driven game. He knew that. He kept saying it in his post-match conference or pre-match conference that he understands the pressure and everything. And obviously, I don't think he's surprised. So maybe we shouldn't be surprised either.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't be surprised. It's a revolving door there. No coach lasts more than, 2 years, 3 years? I mean, Jose has been there, fired twice. Sarri won the league, got fired right after that. Conte won the league, got fired right after that. So it's a revolving door.
Yeah.
DJ, who do you?
And also,
carry on, Nene?
Yeah, and also Avram Grant. You remember when Mourinho was sacked in his first stint? He was a temporary manager, brought them within a few points of United in the league race, took them to the Champions League final, was given the job, started the next season badly and was let go. And he was also a close friend of Roman Abramovich. So, as you said, it's a revolving door there.
Yeah, it is, definitely. Nene, you had a point there?
Yeah, and also I just saw something on one of these footballing sites where they actually said that he had the lowest points at this point of the season than any other coach during the Abramovich era.
Yeah, I've seen.
So unfortunately, the board, so they say, was a bit nervous, and they saw that it's highly unlikely that between now and the end of the season, they could change things around. So even if he stayed, when they look at the trend, he was never going to get them to second or third or even first in the league, the top three, because I think that's what their target was. So yeah, and the reason why he was hired was to break the dominance of Liverpool and Man City, And if you look at where they're sitting at now, they're nowhere near breaking that, that hold that the two teams have on the league. So unfortunately, yeah, they just felt look, he had to go.
Yo, but they just won the FA Cup game on Saturday. They won 3-2? And things were looking good. No, it wasn't 3-2. It was, 3-1? 3-1 against Tottenham. And
3-1,
things were starting to look good. So what went wrong?
Yeah.
What went wrong, DJ, for Frank Lampard? He got fired right after winning his last game.
Just as Nene said, they lost confidence in him. I mean, these guys were first by the 5th of December, just last month. They were first on the league table. Now they are 9th. You can see that with so much investment put in there, things are not coming together. And unfortunately, in today's modern football, it's the manager who suffers, not the players. So, yeah, that's where we're at right now. It's unfortunate. And yeah, maybe as you guys said, it was too early for Frank Lampard to compose Chelsea. Maybe if he had helped Derby gain promotion to the Premier League, have that Premier League experience of coaching another team, and then go and coach a big team like Chelsea, where expectations are sky high.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I'm of a similar thought pattern because Steven Gerrard's out coaching Rangers, gaining coaching experience in the lower league, and then I bet his next job after Rangers is going to be one of the top 7 in the Premier League, but after he's cut his teeth after 3-4 years. It's the same with John Terry. He's an assistant coach at Aston Villa. So he's also cutting his teeth behind the guy who's showing things in the Premier League. So as I said, I was always like, it's too early to give him the Chelsea job. Maybe if they gave him in 2 years' time when he's cut his teeth in the league. But yeah, well, now we know he's been fired. So, and any news on possible replacements? Nene, what have you heard on possible replacements for Frank Lampard?
Well, the front runner seems to be the former PSG coach. I think it's Thomas Tuchel.
Yeah, Thomas Tuchel.
Thomas Tuchel.
Yeah.
Thomas Tuchel.
So he seems to be the front runner at the moment. From what I've read, it doesn't sound like there was anyone else that was considered. His name seems to be the name that is lined up to replace him. So yeah.
And Tuchel
that's what I've heard so far.
Tuchel won the French league with PSG over the last couple of seasons.
Yeah,
DJ?
And the Champions League semi-final.
Oh, and the Champions League final. Yeah, definitely. And he was Thiago Silva's previous coach, so maybe there's that connection there.
Yeah.
DJ, what have you been hearing about other coaches that could be lined up?
It's interesting that just as Thomas Tuchel has been fired by PSG, Chelsea moved swiftly to get Lampard out because before Tuchel was at PSG, there was no indication that Lampard would be losing his job anytime soon. But that's an interesting fact. But other names that have been also mentioned are Max Allegri, the former Juventus and AC Milan coach, and Brendan Rodgers, who worked at Chelsea during Mourinho's first stint there. He was one of the coaches that was working with the reserve team players. So yeah, those are just some of the names that I've been seeing and hearing about.
Yeah. What are the chances though? Brendan Rodgers, I mean, he's done it before. He was at Celtic, won the league twice, and in the middle of getting the treble, then Leicester City comes in, gives him a contract, and then he says cheers to Celtic in the middle of the season. And then now look, Leicester sitting in the top 4. So there could be a chance if Roman Abramovich floats some money in front of him and says, hey, you've got top 4 experience. He used to coach Liverpool, nearly won the league, and he's been running in the top 4 for a while now. So what are the possibilities there? Him or even Ralph Hasenhuttl at Southampton? What do you think?
I don't think I don't think that Brendan will accept that job. He's sitting second or third with Leicester. They've got another chance at the dream of 2016. I don't foresee him going for a Chelsea team that's struggling, and also knowing very well that you're going to get the sack. So I don't think so. When he was at Liverpool, he was settled. So Chelsea, as you said, the doors turn. So why would you go to a team where you know very well you've got 18 months, max 2 years, and
Yeah.
you're out? So I don't think he'll take it. I think he's happy at Leicester.
Okay. Bonga, your views on the other coaching prospects?
The Southampton coach, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think this is too much for him. I mean, he hasn't got Southampton to Europe yet, so I don't see him getting the Chelsea job. It's way above his level right now. Maybe if he can win something with Southampton or get them to Europe, then I'd be convinced. But for now, and as Nene said, Brendan Rodgers is settled where he is. Don't see him after what he's experienced at Liverpool, getting close to winning the league title. And then he was replaced by Jurgen Klopp. So, yeah, I think he's going to keep on pushing with Leicester City and try to get them as far as possible as he can and win something with them, because he's at a team where he's settled. Things are going well for him. There's continuity. So, yeah, I don't see him leaving Leicester City anytime soon.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, and if it was me, I doubt I'd be willing to take a job at a revolving door club like that. That is like here in the PSL, which is that team, Chipper United. Every 3 weeks, the coach gets fired.
Yeah,
Lose 2 games in a row, you get fired. No ways. Chelsea is the Chipper United of England in terms of revolving.
yeah, and cheaper as well. They're not afraid to fire you this season. When they are managerless, they bring you back if you're still in the market. So
Yeah.
I don't know how these teams make the decisions, really.
Yeah, true. I mean, I want to find out how they came to the decision to fire a guy after winning a game. 2 days after winning a game, you still fire the guy. So, I mean, the guys were looking very good on Saturday in the FA Cup game. Tam Abraham scores a hat trick, and the guys were gelling. So, let's see. Nene, got any info for us on Chelsea's next fixtures to see where they could probably get points?
Yeah, when we did the other stream, I did say that look, these guys, the upcoming features are not bad. They've got Wolves, they've got Burnley, they've got Spurs, they've got Sheffield United.
Yeah.
So it was probably an opportunity for them to bounce back. Even when you look further, they've got Newcastle, Southampton. So they don't really have games against teams that are above them, except Spurs, I think, in Southampton.
Yeah.
So they've got a chance at putting together a run. February is going to be very busy for them. They've got Champions League game coming up with Atletico Madrid. They've also got the next round of the FA Cup, but it's against Barnsley, so they should be fine there, no issues.
Yeah.
And then they've got that big game at the end of Feb against Man United on the 28th.
Yeah.
So they've got about six or so games in Feb, which are going to be the how am I going to say this? It's the bounce. Yeah,
Okay.
they need to bounce, and if they don't bounce in Feb, then they're going to be even worse off than they are. They have to bounce now.
Okay. DJ,
Yeah.
what are the chances of a new head coach being there by the Wolves game? The Wolves game being on Wednesday.
I doubt it, eh? It's too soon, and these fixtures are very tricky, especially the first 3. Wolves on Wednesday, Burnley on Sunday, and on 4th of February is Tottenham. So
Yeah.
maybe by Feb, they should have the new man in place. But for the Wolves game, it's too soon.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, well, stay tuned to Football Extreme, and as we follow the story, we might just be able to break the news of the new head coach, whether it be today, tomorrow, next week, who knows. But Chelsea fans, say adios to your legend, Frank Lampard. And that's all from us, the Xstream team. Adios to everybody.
Adios.
Adios.